銀禧炮台。1900年，英軍建議喺摩星嶺興建防衛設施嚟抵禦海上進擊。但喺第一次世界大戰結束之後，國際形勢有變，英國睇到日本嘅野心不斷膨脹，單摩星嶺嘅炮台不足以防衛香港。結果喺1930年嘅中期，英國就決定喺摩星嶺再加建銀禧炮台。芝加哥大學邀請咗幾位對香港海防歷史素有研究嘅學者接受訪問，講解當時興建摩星嶺炮台同埋銀禧炮台嘅防衛考慮，仲利用歷史照片介紹嗰啲大炮嘅操作過程。
In 1900, they decided they needed a defence system on the west of the island that could reach out to the maximum defensive area possible. So they put very big guns up on the top of Mount Davis, 9.2-inch guns, which had a 20-kilometre range in those days, which would reach right out to, say, Sekpik in Lantau, way out beyond the south end of Lama Island. And so they felt, great, we can defend Hong Kong right out over there. At the same time, because guns are very dangerous things, when you fire them, the stuff that you're shooting out of them, which you hope will kill the enemy, can quite easily kill you if you don't get things right. If the shell goes bang before you load it, everybody in the gun emplacement dies. So at the same time as they built the battery on the top of Mount Davis, they built a practice battery down where Jubilee Battery now is. So their guys could go down there, shoot smaller guns for practice, and get all their drills nicely sorted out.
起9.2寸炮嘅炮台喺摩星嶺山上高咧，係一個好大嘅工程嚟嘅。你點樣抬支炮啊，已經艱難啦。同埋即係唔止個大炮本身啊，仲有啲重型炮架啊咁樣樣。所以為咗抬支炮咧，要起條軍路咯，就而家摩星嶺徑啊。佢都係用啲好原始嘅方法，就喺大炮下低咧，用啲木方，可能啲圓嘅木方，逐少咁樣拖上去。當時都請咗好多嗰啲華人嘅，即係本地華人嗰啲工人。
第一次提出日本作為一個可能進攻香港嘅對手咧，就係1908年已經有人提嘅。咁當時已經諗過就係話喺如果日本人進攻香港，佢哋會點樣做咧？咁當時其實經過好多年嘅討論咧，其實有個共識就係佢哋應該會喺北面從陸地上進攻嘅。咁所以就會先由佔領新界啦，跟住會佔領九龍山脊啦。因為九龍山脊高過香港島㗎嘛，咁佢哋會睇到俯瞰到香港島啦，咁跟住佢就會炮轟香港島北岸嘅一啲設施啦。咁喺1930年代咧，就為咗防守呢一種進攻，即係由北面而嚟陸地上邊界嘅嗰一種入侵咧，就英國就將大部分海岸嘅炮台就唔再係防守維多利亞港咁簡單啦，佢就將大部分嘅炮台集中喺香港島。咁
當時英國咧就喺香港起咗幾個6寸口徑嘅炮台嘅，即係租俾你或者我哋叫銀禧炮台咧，就係其中一個啦。好似睇落去爭3.2寸啫，同埋9.2寸，但係個重量輕幾倍嘅，所以佢即係佢嗰個攻擊嗰個上彈又好，或者佢個炮台嗰個移動啊，其實快好多㗎。
The key thing that's happening when the enemy becomes Japan during the 20s and 30s is that the Japanese Navy, the Imperial Japanese Navy, is one of the fastest growing, technically fastest developing navies in the world. So when they came to think about beefing up the defences in the mid-1930s, they decided to turn that practice battery into a real battery, which is Jubilee Battery. And it's called Jubilee because 1935, when the decision was made, was the Jubilee of the reign of King George V. Jubilee Battery, they complete in 1939, it goes into service. Or whether it was like in this picture. The gun's operated by a team of 9.
No, okay.
You've got a gun captain. Gun captain stands to the right of the breech. Number 2, who controls the breech, are numbers 3 and 4, who are the loaders, who load the shell and put the cartridge in behind it. But they also control, with number 5, the rammer, the ram, which cleans the barrel out between shells and which pushes the shell home when they're loading. The whole gun weighs about 12 or 15 tons. The gun itself is 7 tons, and the mounting sits on this stout turntable, and the turntable is bolted onto that little circle there. You can see these still at Mount Davis. You can see them in other gun emplacements. You can see this little circle of bolt holes on which the base turntable of the gun is mounted. And one of the interesting things about if you're an artillery commander is that you often begin the day's shooting by putting a balloon up, and you watch, the guys are watching the balloon with a compass, and they're seeing how the wind changes direction so that they can compensate as the shell is coasting through the sky being blown by the wind. They want to make sure they've corrected for the whole possible movement of the shell so it lands where they hope it's going to land.
每一個炮台嘅下低咧，通常就會係有兩個 compartment， 一個咧就係兩個房，一個就裝個推進藥，一個就裝個炮彈。咁佢哋兩個咧就會各自有一個細嘅輸送帶，將佢各自送上去個炮台嗰個平面嗰度。咁點解要擺喺下低？因為其實呢啲炮台你見到嗰啲水泥構造咧，其實就攞嚟防彈嘅。咁佢哋都即係都起到都幾厚下，因為如果唔係就即係對方嘅炮彈就會打到入嚟，就會炸咗個彈藥庫，就即係咁成個炮就會毀咗。
Mount Davis's guns. By the time the Battle of Hong Kong started, they only had 3 left. They'd started with 5, and then they downscaled to move the guns, I think, to Stanley when the defence was rationalised in the 1930s. So they were left with 3, and when 2 were damaged, that left just 1 in operation. And once the Japanese had invaded Hong Kong Island, it was pretty much useless because it's a long-distance weapon, and shooting at close quarters is very difficult. On December the 11th, quickly after the Japanese had invaded, it was seen that some Japanese were trying to land on Lama Island. And Jubilee Battery was tasked with driving the Japanese who were trying to land on Lama away. And the 2 batteries engaged the Japanese and drove them away. And it was the only time either battery was used. Interestingly, after the war, when all the dust has settled and the British are back in occupation of Hong Kong, Jubilee Battery, nothing is ever done again. It remains an abandoned area, and some of the buildings get turned into a Royal Engineers barracks, but they don't have any use for it as a gun battery.
日軍進攻香港嘅時候咧，就係呢啲炮台就集體，即係全部加埋一齊咧，就有一個好重要嘅作用，就係令到日本海軍咧由頭到尾都冇一個辦法去到進攻香港嘅。即係其實成件事，日本進攻香港咧就淨係陸軍負責嘅啫。最尾咧，佢哋係由九龍灣到油塘一帶咧，就坐船係登陸，即係穿過維多利亞港就登陸香港到東北岸嘅。咁嗰一個地方咧就冇海岸炮台防守嘅。點解咧？因為之前嗰幾日日軍嘅炮轟已經將嗰度嘅守軍係已經差唔多消滅得七七八八㗎啦。咁所以香港島東北岸咧其實特別難守嘅，一個低啲嘅。但係你見到香港島嘅其他部分咧，日本海軍係冇辦法埋到去嘅，就係因為呢啲海岸炮台啦。咁所以就話，即使呢啲海岸炮台實際上可能冇話發射過好多，或者冇真係對住日軍嘅船射過幾多炮，但係你會見到就係佢哋集體上咧逼使日軍只可以從一個地方進攻，就係香港島嘅東北岸啦。咁所以都會有佢嘅戰略上邊嘅即係一啲功能。